Parliament has already been compromised. And you know, you saw that young man here. On the 25th of June last year, Parliament was impeached by the people of Kenya, exercising their right under Constitution 2010, a proper legacy handed over to us by Mzee Kibaki, and of course, those of us who are there. Yeah. They say under Article 1, the sovereign power is vested in the Kenyan people, belongs to the Kenyan people. And the people can exercise it in two ways, either directly or through their elected representatives. Now, the elected representatives failed them by coming over this overtaxation and the burden and kila kitu. And so the young people said, we will take our country back. They went to Parliament on the 25th of June through the Gen Z revolution, which in my view is ongoing, because those young people are still angry. You can't appease them by driving around the streets of Nairobi, killing foreigners, inviting foreign rebels to the country, declaring parallel governments in this country. And then you see what has happened. The generals in Khartoum have now said no imports of Kenyan tea to that country. And this is a tea drinking country. See some of these, even in terms of diplomatic conduct, a messy situation. The state of the nation is actually a mess. Now, the only little, probably little good thing is the chapati. But you know, even William is corrupting chapati. He says his name is El Chapati or Chapo, El Chapo or something. I don't know how, you know, it's a basically good idea to eat chapati. But why don't you give Mama Mbogas in Kangemi, in Utawala, Mama Mbogas in Mathare, to make those chapatis and give them a contract to supply to Toi Primary School, to other places. So confusion even there. And he says that he has been given 6 names. He's waiting for them to be 10 so that he can get his 10 years. I think the mental health is a situation here. I think we have to check on the mental health of the chief executive of this country. That he thinks by giving him 10 names, and they are all very well elaborated, that translates to 10 years. Mental health, Sylvia. So I don't want to continue to bore you. Let's all now work together. And I want to thank this young man, the Speaker of County Assembly of Makueni. He's so trusted, he's so able. But now you see his ability to be a poet is something, you should never hide that talent. It is this young man, along with other people like Mutisia, formerly of Treasurer of KNUT, Daniel Yumbia. How many of you remember Daniel Yumbia? He's still around. Daniel Yumbia, Professor Molubi, Ndoto, who worked hard to bring integration of the mountain people. So, and so the elders are still talking to others in the Rift Valley, talking to others in Kisii, talking to others in the Mijikendas. Actually, if you go to Mombasa, the Kambas are part of the Mijikenda. They call themselves Mijikumi. You unite our people so that in itself brings stability of the nation. And then everybody else must feel included. They are talking even wazee, kina Wangamati huko Bungoma na kule kwingine. People are talking. But I tell you, the steam is so solid that we are not looking back. And this time round, ni ukombozi wa nchi. Senator Maanzo, thank you for what you are doing. We've just come. As we are expecting a new IEBC. We've seen some names published, shortlisted. Our urge is, and I want to ask the Gen Zs to vet them. Here is a matter of integrity. We are not going to allow a situation where through another IEBC, we end up with another messed up election. By the way, now that Raila has gone to join Ruto, they should now open the servers. Sindio? Because that was what they asked me to go and do. That was the number one clarity. Open the servers. Because if they open the servers, the truth may get to be known. But now, we're at the new dawn of a country which is going to be led transparently. Kenyans will call a spade, under the freedoms guaranteed under our new constitution. Nobody can threaten anybody. You cannot detain people. And that's why they resorted to this very ungodly thing of abductions. At least even under detention laws that time, people knew ikiwa Matiba amekuwa detained, there's a detention order signed, the family will know where he is gone. But these abductions in the boots of Subarus, it's terrible. A very primitive kind of situation. Kenyans have said no. And I have personally said, we will declare, even if William Ruto and his friends do not declare 25th of June a national holiday to celebrate the rebirth of the Kenyan nation through our own children. I'm telling you, I'm declaring it in the honor of Justice Kasanga Molo, that the 25th of June, J25, will be a public holiday. If they don't do it this year, after we take over, we will. Because the truth, immediately, there's going to be a lot of improvement around the situation. So, mimi sina mengi, nimeongea sana.